Okay, to factor this, the first way I'm going to do it is this method called factor by grouping. So before I do this, notice the earlier video that this is a trinomial. We got 3 terms. So to factor this, and the second thing notice is the coefficient, the number in front of x squared is not 1. So this, when the number in front of x squared isn't 1, we need to use a different method to solve it. And one method is called factor by grouping, and this is what you do. First step is multiply the first and last number. 2 times, in this case, 2 times negative 12. When we multiply this, we get negative 24. Okay, so now, after we multiply these, we got to figure out what 2 numbers multiply to negative 4, but they add to the middle number, in this case, negative 5. Well, our numbers are going to be negative 8 times 3 equals negative 24. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. So these are our 2 numbers. Now what do we do with that? This is what we do. We take 2x squared and we rewrite negative 5x as minus 8x plus 3x. Or you could switch it, it doesn't matter. 3x minus 8x. Either way, so I'm going to pick minus 8x plus 3x. This, notice when I add those, that's the same as negative 5x. And then we have minus 12. So this really is the same thing as this, yeah? So we get 2x squared. This adds to negative 5x minus 12. Now we just factor by grouping like we learned in an earlier video. Group the first 2 terms together, group the last 2 terms together, and then factor each group. Here I can factor out a 2x, and I'm left with x minus 4. 2x times x, 2x squared, minus 8x. Here the greatest common factor is a 3. And at this step, these better always be the same. If they're not, then you made a mistake somewhere. Now there's an x minus 4 that I can factor out of both of these terms. And what am I left with after I factor that out? I'm left with 2x plus 3. So this is the factored form of this. How can we check? Just multiply it. 2x squared plus 3x minus 8x minus 12. This adds up to a negative 5x, and this is exactly what we started with. So that means that is the correct answer. So in the next video, I'm going to do another problem. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to do by grouping. Then I'm going to show you another method called trial and error.